Okay, so hello and good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm okay today. Everything good?
Good morning, everyone. I think we all seems to be good.
Morning, guys. Everything's going well.
Okay, so it seems like everybody is on the top of their health. Okay, so the purpose of today's meeting is that we are going to discuss a significant problem that suddenly came up with our event or program. Okay, so as we all aware of, our competition is coming near. The date is around a few more weeks. But then, and our preparation also has almost completed. Maybe you can say around 75% in terms of their progress. But three of the 30 teams decided to pull out from the tournament. And this is a problem to us because the sponsorship that we had agreed on, they say that they need 30 teams competing in the tournament. So to make it clear, there are several main issues about apa ni, due to this condition lah. So the firstly, obviously we are breaking the sponsorship agreement because there are less than 30 teams competing for this tournament. So I have my own ideas and solution how to solve this problem. But I would like to hear from you guys' ideas and opinion first before I decide any decisions lah.
Okay, let me start with what I have on my mind. I also heard that news, Ariff, and that is very unfortunate. I think that as a committee member, there will be few major issues that we need to deal with, and our major problem now is that we are breaking our sponsorship agreement, which mentioned to have 30 teams in this tournament. I think breaking a sponsorship agreement maybe can create a bad image about us and our society among the sponsors or the organizers, and also it might lead to have future problems in future deal on future sponsorship agreement with that the same company or the organization. So Zinli and Hood, what do you guys think about this, or do you have any solution or want to add something from your perspective regarding this problem?
Yeah, sure. For me, I agree with that. What you said because we breaking the agreement, especially at this time. This is a very last minute situation. I think our image will be bad. For me, I think that we have to inform the sponsorship for this sudden situation and apologize for it. Then clearly describe the appropriate reason why the three teams have to be pulled out from this tournament. Then just we proceed to negotiate maybe with them to see whether is it okay for them to support our event because we really need their sponsorship to succeed this event.
Maybe if I have something in my mind which is different from Zinle's, which is it possible for us to not inform the sponsor first? Is it okay if we can find the three new teams for replacement? In order to find three new teams for the replacement, maybe we can try to reach out our known teams or the teams that we are close with. So it will be easy for us to persuade them to take part in this tournament. So what do you think? Is that possible for not to inform the sponsors first?
Yes, Gaia, I agree with your point. I think it's better if we find three new teams for replacement rather than turn to sponsors. Therefore, I think we have to increase the price pool to encourage or attract new competitors. For example, we can advertise on social media. We can also try to lower the entry charge. So maybe people who have not previously participated in the competition may join you as a entry fee, which has been very expensive for.
Yeah, I think I have the same idea as Gaya, and I can agree with Wood perspective. But I think we shouldn't inform the sponsors right away because we still have time to find the new teams, right? So I think the best bet is for us to find the three more teams that are decided to pull out, and we should promote the event even more because if we were to tell the sponsorship right away, it seems like we're not actually even trying, and then they are going to have a bad look upon us. So my suggestion, I think since we have some budget left, we could hire influencers to promote our tournament, because as we all know, influencers have basically a mass crowd in the internet. They have a higher, more exposure than us, right? So I think if we are to hire influencers to promote our tournament, it will be a very big thing lah. And also, aside from that, I think we can also lower our entry fee or even make it completely free to join in, as Wood said just now.
Yeah. I think that free to join maybe many the public will have the interest to join because it's
Mm.
not low price. You need to pay anything. Yeah, it seems like a good solution. And also, I think that if we inform the sponsorship was right, like just now I mentioned, then some unexpected situation might happen. Like the sponsorship might be break down immediately as we break our promise at this last minute. How do you think would
Yeah, you are right. I agree with your point, and I hope they understand our situation and allow us to new contract to promote our tournament.
And
Um,
guys, I think I need to add from what Ariff said just about the promoting the tournament. He's mentioned that we need to maybe we can try to hire a influencer.
yeah.
My point here is that is it possible for us like talk to the influencer and negotiate with them to do it for free first, other than telling them about the payment? I think since we're having budget issues, I think better for us to negotiate with them first. And I also believe like advertisement to influencer actually can reach out more people first, because they have like price visibility and then reach among community.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do this through social media, as Hood mentioned just now, because we all know that social media is a prominent thing now, and you can see like a toddler using and scrolling down Instagram, TikTok, and commenting.
Facebook.
Yeah, that shows the potential of social media to reach out a certain community regarding of the age. I think it is the best solution for us to find an influencer who are willing to do this for free instead of paying them.
Yeah, and then for free, and then we can through this advertisement we can find the three replacement for as soon as possible, and then we don't need to discuss, negotiate with the sponsorship about this matter, this issue.
yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, well, when we are dealing with influencers, most of the time they wouldn't accept our negotiation to make it completely free lah. Usually they are going to pay maybe a little bit. So we are the MPP for UTM, right? If our name were to get blacklisted by the sponsorship, meaning that in the future, if we want to do if we want to apply for sponsorship again, we cannot do that because they have already blacklisted, right? Basically we got banned. So we don't want to get blacklisted, because the sponsorship that we are getting is basically the best provider that everyone knows. And I believe it
Yeah.
is one of the best sponsorship lah. And most of the time, if an event were to happen in UTM, the sponsorship are the one that people are looking for. So, and also I've heard that UTM have a big event in the future that are using this sponsorship, and it is very important to the management, which is the reason why blacklisting of UTM is the last thing that we want, which is a very bad thing. And also because we are the MPP, right? If we are the ones that caused the sponsorship to blacklist UTM, it will tarnish our respect and pride as the MPP UTM.
Oh, yeah. And I absolutely agree with you, Ariff. As you mentioned, that the UTM has a high reputation among the sponsors, I guess. So we as the entity, we cannot let it our soon with the UTM's reputation. And we might also need the same sponsor, as you mentioned earlier, for the future events. So getting blacklisted might cause a lot of trouble for future sponsorship agreement with the same company. So not to mention that we are the entity, so we have the responsibility to create, or we can say to develop a good impression, or to make it UTM proud about it, come up with outsiders.
Yeah, we have to keep our good image for the public.
That's the thing. We also need to be like, as the NPP,
yeah, I think we better solve this problem. And then besides that, the blacklisted that Ariff mentioned, right? I think we maybe need to pay back the amount we received and might get penalized as we break the agreement. This one is also a big issue and serious issue for us, as we have already spent the money for our event preparation, right? Then maybe
Yeah.
we have to pay the big amount by ourselves, since we are the people who have taken the responsibility to organize this big event. Other than that, right? I think that UPM will lose their trust towards us, the MPP UPM, since we can handle this kind of simple situation and cannot solve it properly.
Yeah,
The
I
hi-
did that. That's why I
Yeah.
mentioned that we need to resolve this at any cost.
yeah, and then the higher due to this situation, right, the higher ups of UPM, right, may not give us the permission to handle the big event related to the public, or maybe they will give restriction on us when we organize the big event next time. I think like that.
Yeah, I understand what you want to say.
Yeah. This one is the point that I want to point out.
Yeah, there could be possibility that, well, if instead of us hosting for the event, right, they maybe call some JKM from another college, maybe JKM KTDI or KTR, because they are very active, as we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding the apa ni, sponsorship new agreement, I don't think our sponsor want to make a new agreement with us, because if we are want to make a new agreement, right, it's going to be a very long
Yeah.
process for both us and the sponsorship itself, because they need permission from their upper committees and so on.
Yeah. And then we also need the time to prepare the document, the new venue or anything else. Due to this sudden situation, right, I think that the other issue that might happen is the tournament will be extended. Why I say like this is because there will be two teams compete with each other at one time, right, during the tournament. So for this tournament to be held on time, we need the total number of the team is even number. Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I think but when we are talking about delaying a tournament, it should be considered as the last resort, because when we are delaying a tournament, a lot of work need to be done after all.
Oh yeah.
I think I agree with Xin Lei just now. And as Arif mentioned earlier, that the preparation for the tournament is almost done, which is 75%. And we need to take note that 75% of preparation is done based on 30 teams, not 27. And we are not having even numbers of teams some more. So now, since the three names are out of the list, I think it's better for us to rearrange the entire flow of this tournament where we can make the teams are even and be easy for the competition. I think we need to come up with a new agenda for this event as well, which I afraid that might take a little longer than we can actually afford. And Arif, I think I would suggest to have another meeting with the entire activity department to figure out how to deal with this issue in a shorter time frame. I think that would be very helpful.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, you are right, Kaya. If it comes to delaying this tournament, I think the players, casters, and sponsors should be informed with the specific date of the delay, because we should give them time to prepare their service.
Yeah, but the thing about delaying a tournament, right? The venue might penalize us for it, or even wouldn't allow give us a replacement date, because
Yeah,
Yeah.
the venue that we
We are
are
run for that day only.
because the venue that
We are
we
run for
are
that day.
settling with is a public venue, right? So there might be other people
Yeah.
yeah,
reserving other date ahead of us. So, and also if we are to delay our tournament, the casters and the players might have their own clashing tournaments, because some players have repetitive tournaments, right? So it might clash with other tournaments. So if we were to delay the tournament as a last resort, I suggest maybe around 1 month delay for it to make it safe.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we have to announce it for the all participants earlier for them to prepare it. So they will be free on that time. And then for
Yeah.
this, you proceed first.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Uh, maybe I agree with Arif that maybe finding and delaying the tournament might be very problematic because we from all the parties like the caterers involved, the venues involved, and finding a new date. Maybe our new date might clash with any other events,
Yeah.
so maybe we ended up with less audience for our event as well. So that's my opinion about this.
Okay, I think that's a
And
pretty
then for
yes, actually.
okay, I proceed first. Okay, and then for this issue, I think the best solution that come to my mind is to find the new three teams for replacement as soon as possible. Other than the influencer advertisement, I think we can also prepare the poster and also maybe video to our Instagram and Facebook page to announce that our tournament registration is reopened again. Then the teams that miss the chance to registration before, and they will join us again.
Okay, I think from that we can move on to the last issues, which is us having not enough budget for the teams that decided to pull out from the tournament. Okay, so the three teams that pulled out from the tournament demanded a refund for their entry cost. So to me, we should be very strict on this part by refusing to give the refund for the teams, because as we all very well aware of, our preparation is almost done, and we already used the money to reserve a place for them and other miscellaneous such as their gift, their food and everything. So I don't think we should tolerate them at this part by giving back their money as by giving back their money. We could just give the things that we have bought and give it back to them. And not to mention, our entry fee are calculated based on the rental fee of the place itself. So I don't think it's a very good idea to give back the fee back to them for a refund.
Yeah, but I have a different opinion than Arif. I think we should refund their money back because not refunding the money might create a bad image about us among the society or among the universities that are competing now. So for us, the best solution that we can find is adjusting our budget. So yes, you mentioned that we already included the three-team registration in our budget. So now, as they want us to refund their money back, maybe we can adjust our budget in any other department and save a bit money from that and refund and the money back. I think that would be the best sort of solution for this.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can reduce
Yeah.
budget at the other preparations department. And then, yeah,
Then I think maybe we can come up with like yeah, if you don't want to refund 100%, maybe we can mention that we will be able to refund 50% or 25%
oh,
percentage number, no
yeah,
other
yeah.
than
Also can.
yep, other than refunding the entire money back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To deal with this problem, right?
I
I think we also can negotiate with those three teams. Like we can promise them if we are able to find the other three replacement team, right? Then we will refund their registration fee. Then if we really cannot find the three teams for replacement, or let's say maybe we have only have one team for the replacement, then we will not refund the registration fee at all because um, not everything is our wrong right because they decide to pull out from this tournament at this very last minute time. Okay? I would think about it, guys.
Okay, so
Would you like
uh, I may feel we have lost them, guys. But I think the only solution we have now is to postpone the competition, and because we have to give the new entrance time. As you know, if we delay the time of the competition, we have to give end time. So this also will help us to increase and motivate our and to motivate and also to compete our tournament.
yeah, I think after hearing all of you guys' perspective, views, and opinion, I think it's yeah, I think we can refund, but based on the amount of progress that you have done. only
Also
so
based on the
mm,
situation.
so we only give not
Yeah,
100% but only a part of it that is might be possible for them lah. But apa ni, the
Yeah, yeah.
entry fee we couldn't do
yeah.
anything about it. It's okay. Okay, so I think the ideas that we all have are very good, and we should proceed with the delegation of these tasks since we already have
Yeah, sure, sure.
the good ideas, right? Okay, so starting off,
Yeah.
for the promoting work, Xin Li, can you ask the publicity department to create a poster and post it as soon as possible?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. For promoting work, our department will complete it as soon as possible. Maybe we will have a discussion on this in this evening on the design of the poster and also the content. And maybe we will create a promotional video to attract the attention of public.
Okay, I will let.
And for me, I will reach out to the players and I will try to get them to compete as best as I can. And I will also try to speak to the venue manager to let them know our new plan.
Oh, so while you are at it, can you also prepare the new agenda, Hood, together with
Y-
the
y-
yeah?
Yeah, yeah, I will try to prepare new agenda also.
Alright, okay. So lastly, I think maybe me and someone else will try to contact the sponsor to discuss about this matter further.
I think Arif, I can help you with that. But I think it's better for us to find the three replacement team first. If we fail to do so, then we contact the sponsors and try to negotiate with them in order to get a better agreement.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. We need
Yeah,
to.
and also if and also if the sponsorship uh, how to say if we can find the
Uh,
three teams for replacement, right? I think
yeah,
you guys have to inform us earlier, and then the activity department or the other department can prepare for the new agreement for the sponsorship, so that we have the extra time to
seem
find a new sponsor
like
or
it.
others matter.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. So we can have more time to prepare our new agenda.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think we have actually coming close to the end of our discussion. So is there anything you guys want to point out before we end this meeting? This,
Uh, I think because the competition didn't go as we planned it, we should reduce the number of the competitors. We originally wanted, I think, from 30 teams. We should also try to simplify our rules,
yeah, for the
Yeah,
current.
so it can be, yeah,
and then
it
for
can be
me,
easy the new competitors to join us if we if we reduce the number of I mean if we reduce the number of the competitors, maybe we can, it's also the solution.
yeah, and then for me, like, I think that maybe for the next time event, I think we cannot, we may not set the entry limitation on the teams. So this situation may not happen, and then the other things also may not happen.
Oh, you mean the
Maybe,
amount of teams that can join
yeah,
our
yeah,
tournament?
maybe we not to set the specific number, maybe 30
Mm,
or 35 like that. This is
mm,
not a brilliant decision. Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same
Yeah,
word with Hood and Xin. Since we are having like no limitation on the number of teams that are going to be participating in our tournament, I think then the sponsorship agreement should be less than the targeted amount. Maybe we can propose a new targeted amount based on the number of teams that will are willing to take part in this competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I do agree with
yeah, you are
your
right.
ideas, but unfortunately, for our event currently, we cannot change anything regarding that matter lah. And the most possible we can do is change the date of the event itself. So I think for the ideas that you guys just gave, is a contingency plan for other events, which is not this one lah. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, having a backup plan before we agree to any terms and conditions is very important. And I think generally, as Gaya said, we should generally agree to a lower amount that we expect it to be. For example, for this competition, we expected it to be 30 teams, right? So in the agreement, we should state the amount of maybe 20 teams instead of 30. If not, we could end up in our current
Yeah,
situation,
yeah.
which is
That's
very
what I
bad.
mean. We just took the range.
Mm.
No
Yeah,
range. Not the specific 20 like that.
yeah,
Okay.
reduce the number of the commentators.
Yeah. It is more better.
Uh, I have one more idea, guys. I don't know if you will like it or not. But what about guys if we bring or invite celebrities or famous players in our event, or so this will make tournament more interesting. It will also help us to attract more spectators. I mean, many people will come to watch, and as well as it will encourage the competitors to give in their enthusiasm for the competition. For example, we can invite Johor players or other celebrities who are influential.
Yeah, the famous and the popular one that you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, then I think then in that case, I think the food ideas will make our event stand out. It might attract people's attention and might create the excitement in the community. Not only attract public attention, maybe our three teams that we're looking for the replacement, we can sort it out. Maybe the players might get interested, let them then be
yeah,
wanting to enter
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
yeah to be our participant. So that would be like really good idea. We could and then maybe to me it's very general that whether the audience our fans unlike the specific celebrity or not, but they
Uh,
feel like love them on stage performing or even giving a normal super kind of speech can make the audience go crazy.
Yeah, I think other than maybe the
yeah.
Johor player, maybe you can invite some idol or what, like
yeah,
famous to attract the attention of
Yeah.
public.
yeah, we can invite idol to like maybe ask them for to do a performance or something that might attract the
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think it's such a brilliant idea. I agree with that as it is one of the effective ways to promote our tournament to let the more people know about that.
Mm.
Maybe I think like sticking to invite any celebrities then we really need to include that in our poster as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, and also the promotional video.
Mm.
Maybe we can use them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, I get it.
And
Okay.
also maybe also we can request the celebrities to give some time to the people so they can take the pictures with the celebrities.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe you might ask the celebrity to come up with a short video promotion as well.
Mm. Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
possible too. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is there any more plans that we are seeking? We have.
Uh, I just want to add, like in case if like we want to postpone our event,
Mm.
I just to make it online.
Uh,
I think making it online is easier than finding a new venue after all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That a new would be very difficult as we need to check the availability, the service that can offer and many more.
Yeah, and also the fee, the what.
yeah.
Yeah, then see within our budget, so things like that we need to consider before
Yeah, 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 I think so.
venue. So making it online that can be very cost effective.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Help us to stay budget or under budget. And picking a celebrity, as you mentioned, to online would be very easier than asking them to come face to face and meet us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, if
Yeah,
they,
the team will more easier to arrange their time or what.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. If the venue were to be occupied, it is going to be a problem for everyone.
Yeah,
And I think I have the same as the idea as Gaia. If we were to make it online, it will be easier for everyone. But of course, if we want to make it online, we need to inform everyone regarding the changes, right? I think if we want to do that, we need to give the details out to the participants, the hosts, and everything. Maybe a week before, so that they can prepare themselves. Oh, and also since we are changing from from a venue to an online, we might change to an online setting, right? So a new rules and regulation for the tournament might be needed lah also. And then, and of course, because you all are very, we are very well aware of the difference doing things online, offline, and offline, right?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I also agree with Gaya. I
Yeah.
actually, since COVID-19 started, the people are more like online events compared to physical.
yeah,
So I think it is so good idea.
because plus if since COVID, right? So probably if we are going to take a venue, there's going to be
Yeah,
SOP and
also a
everything that we need to.
difficult problem.
Hmm.
It's a challenging things.
Yeah, we need to obey the SOP some more. So I think it would be better to make it online to ensure everyone's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You are right. Still there is a COVID-19.
So I think with that, our discussion would end here. So I think we will see the progress of the issues, and we should have a similar meeting by next week. And any, for example, let's say the three replacement team has already been received, a new team has been replaced. I will tell everyone as soon as possible. And also, the meetings I will inform the details later on.
Okay, okay. So, can we set the maybe the deadline is maybe one week to prepare for the thing that we discussed in this meeting?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Within
for
1 week, you.
the agenda, at least the draft, and then next week meeting, and then we have to discuss about it.
Mm. I think
Yeah.
So Arif, we would be waiting for the registration department and activity department to find a replacement team first, right? Then only we proceed with the sponsorship negotiation.
yep.
Is that true?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
As the activity department, I will tell my progress as soon as possible.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's
For
all for
diversity
today.
department is also
Okay. I think that's all for today. Okay. Guys, thank you everyone for participating in this meeting.
okay. And last, I hope that all these issues can be solved and the tournament can be held on time. Thank you, guys. Stay safe from COVID.
Thank you guys. Have a nice
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good see you again, Sama. Bye.
See you next meeting.
Okay.